From the political verbal spar on the unified pension scheme to the turmoil in the Malayalam film industry, and how BJP MP Kangana Ranaut's comments on farmers spiraled into controversy. In today's news wrap, we will cover all the major news of the day. Hi, I'm Charulata Biswas and you're watching the Indian Express. Let's get started with the big stories of the day that made headlines. The recently announced Unified Pension Scheme UPS has sparked significant backlash from the opposition, with criticism intensifying just days after its introduction. Aam Aadmi Party MP Sanjay Singh openly criticized the Modi 3.0 government, declaring that the UPS is even worse than the national pension system it seeks to replace. Here is our detailed report on the UPS scheme.
आपको मालूम है, देश के कर्मचारियों की चिंता हो, सर्विस में हो, रिटायर्ड हो, ये हमेशा एक बड़ा मुद्दा रहता है.
As the government has introduced the Unified Pension Scheme, let's try and understand the BJP's play here. With the benefits available only to 23 lakh central government employees, the government has reached out to those largely in the bureaucracy. However, the move also provides a template for state governments, central universities set up by Acts of Parliament, and public sector units to follow in the coming years. Next, the Modi government has for the first time offered a major relief to the section of the middle class in government jobs, even as private sector employees have not had much to cheer about in the last 10 years. With this, a welfare-oriented government extending welfare measures beyond the poor has been inaugurated. The move has some parallels with the tenure of the Congress, during which government salaries were significantly hiked by the 6th Pay Commission. The Congress-led UPA government was also known to change income tax slabs frequently to provide relief to the salaried middle class, something that the present government has not done to the same extent. And lastly, while the choice of cabinet ministers and speakers suggests that PM Modi wants to send a message of continuity, some recent government decisions show that the BJP is far more sensitive about how it is being perceived after dropping 63 seats in the Lok Sabha elections. BJP's Ravi Shankar Prasad shot back at the Congress saying, "I want to ask Rahul Gandhi, has his government implemented the old pension scheme as promised in Himachal Pradesh?" He said that the Congress party has become so wary of the palpable falsehood of its assurance about pension that it could not muster the courage to include that as a part of its manifesto in the Lok Sabha elections. Now, during the assembly elections of Himachal Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh and Rajasthan in the last 2 years, the Congress promised a return to the old pension scheme but gave it a miss in its Lok Sabha manifesto. While UPS is not the same as OPS, its benefits for retiring employees are being seen as closer to it. Meanwhile, the Congress has alleged many times that some of the moves of the BJP in the recent months have been in imitation of its promises. For more updates, keep watching the Indian Express.
Ahead of Jammu Kashmir elections, leader of opposition in Lok Sabha and Congress leader Rahul Gandhi on Monday shared a video across social media platforms of his interaction with Kashmiri women. Women studying physics, law and journalism shared how they were discriminated against in Kashmir. Listen in.
People here are having such a hard time.
Yes.
And, struggling, and I feel bad. So if I can do something for that little bit, then I try and see if I can. Of course, it's beautiful also. How does the situation here disturb your plans? Does it stress you out? You
It
feel
stresses
worried?
a lot.
Does it disturb? How?
I never wanted to continue my studies here because it's so depressing. I wanted to go outside, but then my parents didn't let me, so I had to stay here. But political science, I wanted to do it. I was passionate about it, so I did it.
But my experience with political science, studying political science, is what they teach you in university is nothing to do with
The real
politics. Nothing. Like it's just nothing.
Yeah.
Like being Kashmiri woman, I know what kind of problems I face. Like we have less literacy rate in Kashmir, we have less employment rate.
And we have also less representation.
Unemployment rate of women in Kashmir, it's 76%. If being a physicist, I see only one female professor in Kashmir.
So how do you see the press freedom in Kashmir?
Hello. Put on your video. I've got some ladies here who want to say hi to you.
Hi, how are you, ma'am?
Good, how are you?
We're good.
We're good. You should be here in Kashmir. Why are you not here?
Exactly. You
Yeah,
tell her.
you should be here. It's amazing.
So I just arrived late last night.
Oh.
You tell her to come. You tell her to come. Tell her
You can
come.
still come.
You
today.
can come today or any day, whenever
Are you
you're
coming
free.
home today?
We will make him stay one more day.
Let's head to some fresh update on the RG Kaur rape and death case. The CBI carried out searches at the premises of former MSVP Sanjay Vashisht and 13 others in Kolkata and adjoining areas in connection with its investigation into alleged financial irregularities in the campus. But who is Sanjay Vashisht? Take a look.
CBI is interrogating Vashisht to know whether Vashisht was aware about the actions of Ghosh or he had any knowledge of any financial irregularities or any conduct done by Ghosh. CBI is questioning former principal of RG Kar Hospital, Sandeep Ghosh, former medical superintendent of the hospital, Sanjay Vashisht, in their investigation into the alleged financial irregularities against Ghosh. Now, who is Sanjay Vashisht? We all have spoken about a lot about Sandeep Ghosh. Who is Sanjay Vashisht? CBI yesterday conducted marathon raid across the city and adjoining areas. Total 15 locations were raided by the central agency, one of which was the house of Sanjay Vashisht, which is located at VIP Road. CBI is interrogating Vashisht to know whether Vashisht was aware about the actions of Ghosh or he had any knowledge of any financial irregularities or any conduct done by Ghosh. CBI is also questioning Debashish Som, who is former forensic officer of the hospital. As CBI continued to probe this case, Sanjay Vashish's name has cropped up. He was not only the former medical superintendent of the hospital, but CBI has also seized a lot of documents from his house, and in connection with that, he is being probed. However, in the CBI FIR which has been filed in connection with this alleged irregularities does not name Vashisht, and the agency is probing to find out if he was aware of the alleged financial irregularities that happened during his tenure as a medical superintendent in the hospital.
From Kolkata, now we move on to Kerala. The Malayalam film industry, which has been shaken by the recent revelations of the Hema Committee report, which has brought to light serious allegations against some of its most prominent figures. The report, which was commissioned to investigate issues of misconduct and abuse within the industry, has named several well-known personalities in connection with grave accusations. Here's our report.
He entered the room and pulled me down on the bed. During a shooting in the state capital, when I was returning from a restroom, this actor caught me from behind and kissed. He kissed on my neck from behind. I ran out of the flat. These are some excerpts from the details shared by actors who have alleged verbal, physical and sexual abuse against prominent actors from the Malayalam film industry. Now, who all have been named so far and what are the claims made by the women against them? Let's find out. Malayalam film director and chairman of the government-run Kerala Chalchitra Academy, Ranjit, was accused of allegedly misbehaving with an actress in 2009. A prominent actor also alleged that she was raped by the senior artist at young age. Ranjit, a well-known scriptwriter and filmmaker over the last 4 decades, was made the academy chairman by the CPIM government in 2021. Ranjit has denied the allegations but quit as the chairman of the state-run Kerala Chalchitra Academy. He called me daughter when he first approached me, said the young woman on her initial interaction with prominent Malayalam actor Siddiqui, whom she has accused of raping her in 2016. The woman, also an actor, had first made the allegation in 2019. The woman claimed that she first met Siddiqui online, following which they exchanged messages, and he allegedly promised her a role in an upcoming film if she met him in person. They met in 2016 at a hotel in Kerala's capital, Thiruvananthapuram, where he allegedly asked her if she could make some adjustments for him, she claimed. I was not sure what he really meant at first, she said. Siddiqui then allegedly raped her in the hotel room and masturbated in front of her, she claimed. I was scared for my life, she said. For 3 years after the alleged incident, the woman did not make the matter public. Following the allegations, actor Siddiqui has quit as the General Secretary of the AMMA. Siddiqui did not respond to the allegations while announcing his resignation. The Indian Express separately reached out to Siddiqui, but he was not available for a comment. Now, in another account, one survivor has named 4 prominent actors, including a 2-time CPIM legislator in Kerala Assembly. She accused a prominent actor of having tried to assault her at a hotel during the shooting of Calendar, released in 2009, and Nandikame Ulakam in 2011. He entered the room and pulled me down on the bed, saying that I will have to consider those who have to be considered for getting better chances. Later, I left that place. Before that, while traveling by a car, another actor told me that he would come to my room the next night. He too had knocked at my door during the night, she claimed. She also accused a third actor of misconduct in 2008. During a shooting in the state capital, when I was returning from a restroom, this actor caught me from behind and kissed. I pushed him down and ran away. He also invited me to his flat. After I rejected the invitation, there was no issue from his side. Then, on the alleged misbehavior from yet another actor who had been a prominent leader of AMMA, the survivor said in 2013 she had applied for a membership in the association. A person who acted in 3 films is eligible for membership in AMMA. When I called him over the phone regarding filling the application form, he invited me to his flat. While I was filling the application form at his flat, he kissed on my neck from behind. I ran out of the flat. I did not get the membership either, she said. The actor said she was forced to leave the Malayalam film industry and to relocate to Chennai due to the experiences. Now, the actors who have been named have yet to publicly respond to these specific allegations, but one actor had previously said, "Such revelations will come and I also welcome a probe."
BJP MP Kangana Ranaut has sparked another controversy with her remarks comparing the farmers' protest to Bangladesh-like anarchy. Initially criticized by the opposition, her comments have now drawn a rebuke from her party, the BJP, which issued a formal statement distancing itself from her views.
बीजेपी की सांसद कंगना रनावत का कहना है कि इस देश के किसान जो अपने हक के लिए, अपने अधिकारों के लिए लड़ रहे थे, प्रदर्शन कर रहे थे, वो असल में बलात्कारी और हत्यारे हैं। इस बात को कहने के बाद बीजेपी बिल्कुल चुप है, सरकार कन्नी काटने की कोशिश कर रही है। लेकिन आज बीजेपी को और सरकार को यह साफ करना पड़ेगा कि क्या ये कंगना रनावत की राय है या यही सरकार का मत भी है।
That's all for the day, but we are leaving you with visuals of celebrations on the occasion of Krishna Janmashtami from Mathura, the Krishna Janmabhoomi.